Hey everyone, in today's video we're going to be continuing with the comparison series that I've been doing, comparing the LG C9 OLED's built-in apps to those on the Apple TV 4K. The purpose of this series is just to show whether either app or platform actually gives you an advantage or disadvantage when it comes to streaming. So the app for today will actually be Disney Plus. And initially we'll be looking at it on the LG C9 OLED, and then we'll switch over to the Apple TV 4K. Now, as with the Netflix video in this series, this is also a video that I've had to film for a second time. The original one was copyright striked, and because of that, the option that it gave me was to edit out certain sections of the video, and it made it pointless in terms of leaving that video live. So what I'm doing is I'm just re-uploading them. I won't actually be able to put in any actual content in terms of what I did previously, playing back and playing a little bit of audio as well. But coming on to the actual main topic, so what we're looking for is, obviously with these kind of streaming services, we have access to Dolby Atmos as well as Dolby Vision, and higher quality levels, be it just HDR, 5.1. On this particular app, obviously you have, if I'll just bring that slightly more into focus, you do have Dolby Vision as well as Dolby Atmos on certain titles. Now, when it comes to this particular title and this particular streaming service at this moment in time, I do not believe that it will play back in Dolby Atmos. The reason for that isn't anything to do with probably the app itself. It's more to do with COVID-19 and the restrictions that have been put in place in the UK as well as Europe, where bandwidth has had to be reduced. And one of the ways in which Disney responded to that was to actually keep it playing back in 4K Ultra HD. It sometimes even gives you the Dolby Vision option, or well, the stream, but it doesn't actually give you the Dolby Atmos. So the audio is reduced, and that's obviously how they're reducing the bandwidth. So what we'll do is we'll just play this from the start, and down here on the soundbar what we're looking for is Dolby Atmos. It should appear if it's Atmos enabled, and in the top right hand corner it should say Dolby Vision. Playing it from the start, we can see Dolby Vision is enabled, but as expected, the soundbar itself just stays on ARC. It doesn't actually play back in Dolby Atmos. Now, in terms of menu options and things like that, it doesn't really give you a lot of information in terms of what you can switch to. This type of interface is literally just giving you basic stuff, audio, subtitles. It doesn't actually give you any information in terms of how it's playing back. Sometimes you can actually hit the three little dots on the remote and bring up a menu, and then if you go to info, occasionally it will actually display in the top left hand corner information about the stream. On this occasion it's not actually doing that, so I'm just going to come out of that because I don't want this video to also get removed. So what we've seen from that is we do get Dolby Vision. It is probably playing back in 4K as well, however we're not getting Dolby Atmos. So what we'll do now is we'll switch over to the Apple TV and we'll take a look. Right, so back on the Apple TV now, so we'll go into the Disney Plus app and we'll select the same profile, and same thing again, we'll come across onto the Marvel section and back down onto Avengers Endgame again. And once again, so in terms of your layout, just bring the brightness down a touch. So we do have Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos and 4K Ultra HD. So once again, I'll just click restart. So as you can see, top right hand corner, we do get Dolby Vision. However, on the soundbar itself, no change. It's just staying on HDMI 1. As expected, Dolby Atmos I don't believe will be enabled until Disney actually make an announcement. So because of that, obviously we can see that the stream and everything is exactly the same. In terms of the app layout and just being able to move through the app itself, interface is pretty much exactly the same on both. If anything, as with one of the previous ones, just being able to search using the Magic Remote is probably a bit easier than having to scroll across using the Apple Remote. But other than that, in terms of picture and video, they seem exactly the same. Okay, so in conclusion, once again, with regards to the Disney Plus app, it is very much similar to the Netflix app, where the audio and the video pass through at this moment in time anyway, whilst Dolby Atmos is still disabled in the UK and parts of Europe. Both apps operate in exactly the same way. They both have the same picture, same quality, audio obviously downgraded slightly at the moment. Interface is pretty much exactly the same, so there won't be much of a difference there. So currently, if you have either one, or if you only have a single one, so if you just have the TV, you've just purchased the C9 and you want to know whether you're getting the best picture and audio, at this moment in time, yes. However, what I will do is I'll repeat this particular test after all the restrictions have been lifted, and hopefully what we will see is Dolby Atmos enabled, and hopefully we will be seeing it on both devices, both the Apple TV 4K as well as the built-in apps on the LG C9 OLED. As always, thanks for watching.